Yes.
You've been wearing this the whole show, and it looks so hip and modern. I love that fashion jewelry can be anything it wants to be.
Yes.
It can be starlet style, it could be some insane, crystal bib, and it can be a quiet look of real, elegant little chain and
Yes.
polished bar lariat. It's just amazing, especially with those earrings, Amy.
Oh, I
Hello.
know.
Those are
Those
coming up.
earrings
Those are
are
coming up later in the show, I think.
Very soon. So $46, your choice of gold or silver. But if you want to pick up both, truly use Easy Pay. That's one of the best things that you can do. There's no charges built into that. It's just 4 easy payments over the course of those months.
Love
this
that.
necklace length is actually 29.5 inches, but you'll notice there's a couple of different ways for you to secure it on that lobster clasp to be the appropriate length for you, given your outfit.
So that's a full 3-inch little extender. So you
Awesome.
get really the ability to kind of create your custom length, which I love.
Right on there, and then there's your extender. So the choice between gold or silver, obviously both are amazing, but this is one of those, as you mentioned, quieter pieces that still exudes such great elegance.
It does, and I think there's something to be said for, is that real? Oh, is that like that $2,000 gold bar? Is that like, how much did you pay? And you can really do whatever you want with it. It could be a long, like a lariat length. You could absolutely bring it down into a, because it's going to slide on that little bit of a, it's almost like a little silicone inside there that keeps it from sliding. You could bring it all the way down to the bar and do something very cool and sort of funky and sort of asymmetric with it as well. Make it your own. Layer it with other pieces perhaps in your collection. You might have a beautiful real silver chain. What's your fine line of silver here? I can never remember. Oh gosh, you're ultra fine.
Yes.
This could be, I can never remember that name.
I'm like scrolling through the Rolodex.
You could pair it with an ultra fine chain and mix into a layered thing.
Idea.
But really make this your own. And then pay attention to what the celebrities are wearing now. When you're leafing through People and InStyle, this is the look that you're seeing in California.
Well, and I really like the fact that it's very long and lean. And I say that because as the weather starts to change and you layer up and you've got those blazers, those moto jackets and whatnot, while I do love a bibbed necklace, sometimes it just kind of gets lost in transition.
Sure.
And so this kind of follows the line right down to the midline.
Yep.
And just is very graceful, but it has movement and shine that even if you're wearing, say, a pattern like plaid, it doesn't get lost.
No, it's bold enough to hold its own. It's not wimpy, but it's also got that, oh gosh, is it fine jewelry? Is this something very special that you might have picked up thinking, oh, I want to get something really good and add to my sort of jewelry collection.
I'm obsessed with red and silver.
Oh, me too. Oh, that's so funny you say that. How about red and turquoise? I love red and turquoise
Even
together.
better.
Yeah, thank you.
Even better.
But gold jewelry with color, silver on color now is what a lot of the stylists are talking about. And maybe something that you don't have in the closet.
Yeah.
You might have in your jewelry box a beautiful pendant or a beautiful drapey chain. You might not have something with this hand-polished sort of big sort of geometric feel to it. And I love that the pendant we polished on both sides. So, pendants roll around. That's what they do.
Yes.
It's not like it's going to roll around and you see the designer logo or a texture or whatever sometimes they do to sort of cut the cost. We have actually polished this on both sides, so it's really going to have that, again, like they do in real.
So pretty.
Just like they do in real.
Well, the silver is already very, very popular. I mean, here's the thing. There's not a bad one in the bunch. And so I think you offered really great advice in terms of placing your order on QVC.com. Whatever is your style. Like if you're the gold girl, if you're the silver girl. I mean, especially with the silver, if you've got that, the Jai jewelry or J jewelry.
J jewelry,
which is awesome. Which
now there's that yellow of the season, guys. That's that buttercup, goldenrod, or whatever you want to call it. Look how good that looks with gold jewelry. It's warm, it glows.
Love gold.
I remember the old gold council. It's bold, it's gold. Bold gold just looks so darn good. So that's kind of what we're seeing here.
But even in the cooler tone.
Well, I'm looking at this heathered gray on Amy, and again, if you're doing this sort of quieter lariat, look at the scale of the earring. That's where you wear the bolder earring.
I love the way that you spectate fashion. Like I feel like we're at a fashionable event and like talking about all the little details. And
coming down the runway next.
with those earrings that are coming up next.
And the big earring trend, which is major, you don't pair it with a big necklace.
Yeah.
That can really, really look a little silly, or it can fight the earring. So if you're going to wear that fabulous statement earring, and by the way, Pat Dementri had these on in the last hour on QVC main channel. Same earring.
So awesome.
I'm like, she loves that earring. But you don't put that with a big, bold necklace. You kind of balance the two, which I think is nice.
All right, well, let me remind you, gold tone, silver tone. I'm not even going to offer you any advice on how to pick. Just close your eyes. If it can only be one, that's what God wanted you to have today.
Absolutely. Oh, I think ladies know which, although it's sometimes it's like, I'm a silver lady, I'm going to get the gold.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to step out of my comfort zone.
No, I totally have those thoughts all the time.